Good. Uh, okay. So before that, I am still figuring out the Zoom thing. I thought that I recorded only me. And then I realized that actually all of you guys were, because I want to see you guys. So all of you guys are in the recording as well. So if you guys are not happy for me to put it on YouTube for other people to see the replay, let me know. Because I don't want to do the things that doesn't feel good for you. If you're okay with it, then I'll just leave it there. If it's not okay, I'll just crop only my head onto the video. Just let me know. And so today we're going to talk about how to turn your vision into your reality, because having a vision board is beautiful, but it doesn't really give us what we want. The material that we're talking about here is not something that, okay, I'm thinking about something, think, do meditation every single day, like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then bam, the $1 million just fall onto my lap. That's not what we're talking about here. Action actually is a very, very important part of this. Taking actions allow you to be open to receive. Taking actions allow you to be open to receive, but you have to do it in a certain way. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So day one, we talk about why having a vision is so important for you and your business, and the 3 types of goals, why some people, don't get the right goals. And then yesterday we casting your visions, we elevated your states, and we put down the 50 plus things. I hope you guys did that after the session. Let me just 1 second. I think that's it. I think that's how it only record me. Let's see. But I want to see you guys, that's why. And we cast a beautiful vision, and in a very elevated state, not in your normal states, or not in your when you are down, when you feel like I can't do anything right, when you feel like I can't achieve anything. No, we elevated your state to, you know what, I can conquer anything that I put my mind to. And that's the state that we want. And tell me, I'm curious, tell me the biggest aha moment for you. Because yesterday I received a beautiful message from Jen. She sent me this beautiful vision board after the class. And she said, I've been struggling to put a vision board for a while. And yesterday I entered your class, and then this is what I've got. I was like, yes, there's no coincidence. Like, you asked for it, you asked the universe for it, and we met. And because I hired her team to work for me, and we met, and then I just happened to have this masterclass, and you just happened to attend it yesterday. And now you have this beautiful vision board. And she also sent me this long paragraph that she was about to, because she's going to also launch her own campaign on LinkedIn. And she said, after this class, I have so much clarity. This is what I've got. So, man, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. So I want to hear from you. What is the one aha moment from yesterday? You can type in the comment if you want to, or if you want to talk. If you feel called to talk, feel free. Can you guys mute yourself? Because yesterday, I think, was it Tammy told me that you can't mute yourself?
I guess I'm confused. Did you want us to mute or did you want us to speak at this time?
It's up to you. Whatever you feel like. That's what we're
Well,
doing here, then. Whatever
it
you
got
feel
muted.
good.
It got muted, so I didn't know if that's what you wanted, Okay, but it seems like you're opening the floor, so I will speak briefly.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway would be that just to give myself permission to really dream, because I feel like I have some big dreams, and and they are fewer, so they have some subcategories certainly, but then, you're like, it doesn't have to be these huge things, it could be some of these other things, and so that was interesting to allow um that freedom, because I think because there are times when I have come out of the attitude or the feeling of lack, right, as many of us have experienced in our lives, and so it's like, wow, I'm just lucky if I can get that one or that two or whatever. It's like, you know giving myself permission to do more and expand the bubble more, something along those lines. So that was great. And then the other question. Okay, I'm sorry. Before I have one more question, and then, but I want you to, if you
Save your
feel
question
that you
at
want.
the end, Susan. Save your question at the end because I'm gonna have a Q&A, answer all the
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
That is beautiful, beautiful sharing. Thank you, Susan, because I think that really speaks to a lot of women that sometimes we're not allowed to dream big. And sometimes when we dream big, we feel silly. And sometimes when we are trying to allow ourselves to dream, and we also feel like it has to be really, really big. And it can't
Mm-hmm.
be like, I just want somebody to come to our house to, cook for me. And that's really beautiful, beautiful sharing. And one thing I just want to point out for food for thoughts, Susan. So this is the part of the self-awareness, right? When you just, open up and you're being, vulnerable and wanting to share, and you ask me, what do you want me to do? I want you to change that. I want you first think, why do you think that way? Why do you want what I want you to do? Because remember, I said, whatever you feel like to do. And that's the work that we're doing here. I want you to focus on what you want, not what everybody else want you want, not what your relatives want you, your family wants for you, for other people, not, maybe your children for you, is what you want. Yeah. And that's something that I want you to think about today.
Oh, the reason why I did it was because
No, I don't want you to
I
explain.
already know. I know the answer to it. So okay,
Okay.
I'll wait.
No, I want you to actually journal it, to dig deeper into it. Because you are very intelligent, I know that. And you might already know some answers, but I want you to dig deeper. Anybody else want to share?
I can share really quick. Something that
Ooh, is it me? Or is it Montana is frozen?
No,
came up.
she
Well,
she froze. She froze up.
Oh, you're back now. You're back now, love.
you can hear it.
Yeah,
Can you hear me? Yeah.
we can hear you now.
Okay. I was just saying that something that I realize is like I don't always know what I want because I have like so many intrusive thoughts about pleasing other people or doing what I've been conditioned to think is right. That has gotten better this last year, but there's still an existence of, not doing things necessarily freely. But another thing that I realized too is that I don't have a lot of like goals and aspirations. Like I feel sort of stagnant, but I also feel like happy um with that, like because I've done so many things in my recent past that have been like transformative. So I feel like I'm more in a state of just like acceptance right now versus like action. And like, so I'm like kind of sorting through being okay with that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to lose sight of like having goals and having, things that I want for myself because I can also go to the side of making excuses and I don't want to make excuses because I realize I start to think like of all the things that can stop me from, having my dreams and having my goals. But so many other people have like overcome those things and more. And so what's really holding me back, I guess. So
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Tammy, do you want to share? It's okay if you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right before this webinar, I was like on the verge. I had like a vision starting to form, and it's just actually made it more solid for me. So it's like I'm stepping into what I want. I'm stepping into that mindset. I'm stepping into, letting go of other people saying you can't have this, 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 or this. And so it's just made it more real. And it's like, I feel like I've kind of rounded into this is going to happen now. So it's been really nice to be able to just believe it more. Like, we just need to surround ourselves with people and women who just empower us and help us to believe that it's possible. So, I mean, I was told my whole life, everything that I've wanted, I can't have. And I just was reminded about that, when you said that, I was like, yep, no more. And so I just feel like it's on the way. Like it's on the verge. I'm like so like on the threshold. So I was like, okay, it's just one more step for me just to do it. And then the stuff that I need is showing up to do that. And so you said that we don't really have to know how, that we just have to have faith that it's going to show up. And that's really helped me a lot. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is so beautiful that like so many things you said, especially one thing you mentioned, that the belief, right? You believe that is on the way.
Yep.
The thing is that what we believe to be true is going to be true for us. What we believe to be true is going to be the experience that we live. So if we believe everything is always working out for me, it will. If we believe that, people are here to get me, you will experience that too. So that is so, so important. And yes, faith, like that itself can be a whole different like webinar than the masterclass for this. Maybe I'll do that in the future. So thank you for sharing that. Adinda, I know that you're in the car and your children are here. And this is such a good material for children. If your children are here in the same room, that is so beautiful. Because essentially you are creating this paradigm for them from a very young age that they're limitless. They can achieve whatever they want to achieve. Like I often say to my daughter, actually in the past was like exclusively said to my daughter and realized I need to be careful. I said to her, you can do whatever you want to do. To a toddler, you can see that sometimes it can go wrong. So, but the message that I want to tell her is that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, as long as you put your mind to. And of course, sometimes she throw a tantrum or something. I can do just whatever I want to do. Mommy said that. So, okay, let's just rephrase that in the future just a little bit. So yeah, I will watch my language. I will make sure that I don't swear or anything. Okay, so let's dive in today. So how can we achieve our goals? Yesterday, we cast the vision, and that is the starting point. And now it's time to take the action to achieve them. Like I mentioned, Adina, I think this one is very important. At the beginning, I mentioned that action allows us to be open to receive. This is the law of compensation, one of the universal laws. If you want to have something, if you want to have the wealth that you desire to have, if you want to have, the house you want, have the car you want, have the charities that you want to donate to, you want to be the speaker on the stage, then you need to give more value than you get from the universe. So it's very important to take actions to give so that you can receive. You're allowed to receive. And what does that look like? How can I take actions? Can I just, if I'm an entrepreneur, that was what I was thinking, then I was just grabbing all the strategies. I hired 3 coaches before this one. So this is my 4th coach. I hired 3 business coach, actually 4. If I counted for my business advisory was 4. And they give me a lot of strategies, different strategies, and they all worked. They all worked. But the thing is that what really makes it work is not the strategy itself, is the person behind it. Because sometimes, like I was wondering, at the beginning, after I quit my job, and I was with this coach, he is phenomenal. And I was just like, why am I not making money within the 3 months? Or it's like other people, they are posting, oh, another client, another 5K, another 10K, another 20K month, another 50K month. I was like, what is going on? I'm doing the same thing. Why am I not having the result? That's because me at that time, I had a very different consciousness. I had a very different awareness. And the energy that I was radiating was very different. My energy was like needy. I need this sale. I need this money for my business. I need the money to pay my bill. I was having a lot of the neediness, and people can feel that. People can feel that, and people will go away, run away from that. Remember, we talk about the ladder of the belief. You need to go from needing something to wanting something, to believe that you can have something, to the last one is know that you can have that thing. So then how to do that then? You need to become a vibrational match. What does that mean? What is vibration? What is vibration? Everything. Tangible things, untangible things. My voice is vibration. Sounds are vibration. The computer is composed of many, many little atoms that is vibrate all the time. Everything in our life is vibration. The house you want is vibration. The impact you want to have is vibration, because that's your energy go through to people, many, many peoples. That's vibration. The car you want to have, vibration. The service you want to receive, that's vibration from the other service provider. Everything is vibration. Vibration match does not mean, so if I want to, let's say if I want a house that had, like personally, I want a house that has a mountain view. I'm not going to be the vibration match for the house. I'm going to be the vibrational match for the person who has the house. So for example, when I just started my coaching business, I didn't make money within the 3 months after I quit my full-time job. Why is that? I had the same strategies as other people. They were booking calls. They were making sales. They were enrolling clients. They were impacting other people's lives. They were making a difference. They're making money, but I was not. Because I was not the vibrational match for that goal that I set myself to, 5K a month. At the beginning, I set 5K a month for myself, USD dollars. And I was slowly learning all the strategies, which was fantastic. But what was really fantastic about that coach, the reason why I chose him, because he was fantastic at coaching mindset. So I remember that on his coaching call, I never missed it. And he's from Canada, actually. He's a Canadian, but he was in the US. And sometimes I chose, reframe it. I chose to wake up in the morning, like 4 a.m. to attend the coaching calls, because I was so committed to it. That part is great, but I didn't believe that I could do it. I didn't believe wholeheartedly that I could have 5K. it was just like, because I've never done that before. And nobody taught me this material that, you go from infinite possibilities. You don't go from your physical world. Nobody taught me that. So all I could see was, I don't have clients. I don't have money. I don't have success. My business is not going to succeed. So I vibrate from that place. And of course, I'm not going to get clients. Because if I am not confident in myself and in my business, who is going to trust me and believe in me to help them to get the results for them? Nobody. Nobody's going to buy. And I even remember that because I was working for corporate before that. And after I quit my job, I was still, because corporate mindset and employer mindset or business owner mindset is so completely different. And I was transitioning from the employee mindset to a CEO mindset. The employee mindset was like, you tell me what to do, right? And I'll do it for you. And, from Monday to Friday, I work that from this and that hours. Yes, sometimes I worked really long hours for my corporate job because my job was very demanding in the finance area. I wanted to do a good job, but I was never in a place where yes, I care about the company, but not this much. Like now it's like, I love my business. I'm in love with it. I am in love with it. Like I protect it as a person, as if it is a person. And I remember one day I was walking my daughter to school. And then, no, sorry, actually went to pick her up with my husband. And I was like, I'm doing it. I'm an entrepreneur now. But that was like 2 or 3 months into that. After I quit my job, I didn't have any other job. I only had this business for that period, 2 to 3 months. But I was not accepting the identity that I am an entrepreneur. I was still on the fence of being an employee and then doing this thing that's new. I didn't own it. I didn't claim it. And I would sometimes even think, I even actually go to like the website Seek here in New Zealand is a finding job website. I was like, what? Just in case. But now I don't do it because I am an entrepreneur. I'm not an employee. I completely shift my energy, shift my identity, shift my vibration. And now I am working towards matching the vibrational match to the $1 million Sarah. Every single day, I'm very mindful of all my thoughts, my actions, my feelings. Who are they reflecting? Are they reflecting to the 5K a month Sarah or 15K even, my highest? Or are they reflecting to the $1 million Sarah? And that is the key. We need to think like the person we want to be, who has the things we want to have. We need to feel like that person. We need to take actions like that person. And then we will have the result that person has. This doesn't necessarily, like, not only applies for business and money. This applies for everything. This is universal. That is why I love this material so much. And I'm so passionate about it because I think everybody should know it. Everybody, especially children. One of my vision board is to go to the schools to teach kids these principles that nobody teaches in the school. And that is so important. this works for love life as well, your relationship. So I was a person a decade ago, I was a person who thought that if a guy liked me, I'm hers. That was like how much low I could be, the self-esteem. It's like, if you like me, yeah, I'm good. Let's go. And then I was going out with a guy. I was like, oh, probably, I think 15 years ago. And one of my best friends, so she was one of my inspirations as well. And we lived together. We shared an apartment together in Beijing. And she just couldn't understand why I went out with that guy, why that guy was my boyfriend, actually. And one day she just couldn't help and asking me. I could see that she actually held it for a long time. She like didn't want to interfere with my stuff. And then one day she just couldn't help. She said, Shangyue, that's my Chinese name. She said, Shangyue, I'm just wondering, what do you see in this guy? And I said, he said he's gonna treat me well. He's gonna treat me well. And then she just laughed. She said, isn't that the minimum standard of any relationship? I didn't know that. I thought that was really high until somebody else mentioned to me, there is another way. There is another way of thinking. I was like, really? She said, yes, that's the minimum standard. I was like, oh, okay. And as you can see, that it didn't really turn out well with that guy. And even that he said he would treat me well, he didn't. And so it was a really great experience for me because I learned a lot. Not pleasant at that time, but I learned so much from that. And then I came to New Zealand and I grow so much. I tapped into this material unconsciously. I mentioned to you guys on day one that I was learning this material unconsciously. So I raised my vibration massively already without knowing it. And then I remember that one day I was like, I really want a boyfriend. And this is the 5 criteria, 5 things that I want him to have. So I remember it's like being positive, generous, have a big heart, humorous, and smart. 5 things. And I write it down on a piece of paper. So it's like solidify within my brain that, okay, this is what I want. And then I was calling one of my former coworkers in Beijing. So she's still in Beijing. And then, so I was telling her, she was asking me, how's your, like love life? And so I was telling her, I really want a boyfriend who has this and that. There's 5 criteria. And she laughed. She said, you will never find that person. You're not finding a guy, you're finding a God, and it is not possible. And she said, you need to just pick one and go with it. And I was like, no, thank you. No, I wholeheartedly believe that there is this guy existing in this world. I just need to find him. That's it. In previous life, I was like having this scarcity mindset. I was like, oh no, this guy's not there. I'd better just choose 1 or even 2, right? And then if this guy is like more or less the same, then yes, then let's be together. But my vibration was so much higher at that time. I was like, no, I believe that person is there and just waiting for me to be there. And sometimes I even say to myself, I say thank you to him. Like I didn't know who that guy is. I said, thank you for being patient and waiting for me. And I was like visualizing, I was meeting him. And that's my husband. He satisfied all 5 criteria. The reason why my friend said that, was it because she didn't want me to be happy? Of course she wanted me to be happy. She was my friend. She was kind. She was a nice person. But because she was not a vibrational match for that, and she saw things from that paradigm, she said things accordingly and she took actions accordingly. I don't know her husband personally, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's not 100% happy about the choice that she's made. I don't know. It might be perfect. I'm not sure. But that was an example that how to be the vibrational match of who you want to be, who has the things that you have. And it can go with your health as well. I did that for myself with my second child. I was diagnosed with placenta previa, like the heaviest, the worst degree. And everybody was telling me, the world was telling me, the 3D world was telling me, the doctors, the nurses, specialists, midwives, hospital, everybody was telling me that, you know, we've had this experience before with other people, and it's not going to get better, any better. It's going to stay there. It's not going to move. And you just have to, you know, go with it. And we recommend you to stay in the hospital until you deliver, because I was bleeding heavily and at about, I think, 21 weeks or so. And so I had to stay there. According to them, I had to stay there from 21 weeks to 40 weeks. And I was like, no, I don't accept that. I don't accept that it doesn't move, the placenta. I don't accept that. So I discharged myself out of the hospital. I had to sign a form because they didn't agree. I had to sign a form. I said, I discharged myself out so that if something happened, the hospital, they didn't bear any consequences. So I came back home and I was like, no, I don't accept that. I don't accept that my baby would be potentially born and cannot survive. Because there was another lady who was with the same midwife as I was, who had the same situation. And she delivered, she had to, because she was bleeding so heavily. So they gave her a C-section and the baby had to get out at that time, It was, I think she was like 23 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think 23 weeks is when the baby starts to get vital. And the baby only lasted for 10 months. After I heard that, I was just like so worried and so stressed out and so sad. And I was like, no, this is not me. It's not me. This is not my baby. I don't accept that. So I did something that I'm going to teach you guys today. Not for the baby part, but the same principle. And my baby was born 36 weeks, 3 days, fully healthy. No issue at all. No issue. And we called him Caden because Caden means a fighter, a warrior. And that's how I wanted to name him. I get very emotional here. Tammy, that's a good point. I needed to hear this is my core issue. That's beautiful. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, so now let's talk about how to become the vibrational match. You need to go to, I call it the fourth dimension. Not the 3D world that you can see, not other people tell you, you can't do this, you cannot achieve this. Look, you've never done this before. Nobody has ever done this before. Who do you think you are? No, that's not where we want to go. We want to go to the fourth dimension, which is our imagination. So now I want just to do a simple exercise for you guys. I think Montana knows this exercise because we did it in the past. But if not, like, let's just play with me. Adina, Don't do that when you're driving because it's not safe. But when you're not driving, do it. So everybody else, I want you to just close your eyes. It's like really simple. Close your eyes. And then in your mind, I want you to imagine you're going to the kitchen and then you're going to get out a very yellow and ripe lemon out of your fridge. And then you put it on the counter, on the bench, and you roll it on the bench and just roll it and then feel all the juices from the lemon almost coming out. And now use a knife, cut it in half, and then imagine all the lemon juice just come out of the lemon and on the counter, all over the counter on your hands. And then cut another half and then put the quarter of the lemon into your mouth and suck it. How do you feel? I'm not closing my eyes. I'm having all the salivas in my mouth. Right? You guys can open your eyes now. Do you have salivas? Yes? Yeah? So that's the fourth dimension, which is your imagination. So your imagination will literally change the structure of your physical body. Your mind cannot tell or distinguish whether what you're thinking is the reality or fantasy, some other people call it, right? It's same thing as when you think of something in the past. Like just now, when I was thinking of my son, I was experience it already, my emotion. I was crying. I had tears, right? You guys could see it because I felt it. Is it really happening right now? No, I'm not pregnant. Even though that my daughter sometimes, gosh, she's like, Mom, I really love your dress, like this dress. I really love your dress. You look like you're pregnant. It's like, thank you, girl. That's really sweet. But I am not pregnant. But why did I feel that emotion? Because I brought my mind to that scene again. It's the same thing as when you bring your mind to the future you who has all the things you want to have. You have a business that you want to have, who has a house you want to have, the impact you want to have. Okay, so now I want guide you guys to do a visualization. And I am going to, I need to play a music. Let me just figure this out because there is a really great music. It's on YouTube, but it's not I don't have the copyright. So I think whoever is watching this on the Facebook, they can't really see it. So I'm going to play I actually downloaded another one, but it's the same one. It's a similar one. It's theta waves. So there are many like frequencies, right? The vibrations, they're actually the frequencies. So the theta wave is the frequency that will help your brain to be easily to go into this fourth dimension. And every day I do this meditation every day, at least one time a day, first thing in the morning, mostly, if I can, because I have kids. And then if I can do another one is before bed, I do another one. So I want you to, again, Adina, don't do that when you're driving, and do the replay when you can, you can do it safely. I am a certified theta healer. Oh my God, Tammy, so good. I totally understand what you're talking about. So powerful. Yes, yes. Okay, so everybody, when you are safe, close your eyes. Going to turn on the music. Hold on. I think if I do this, you probably would. Oh. If you guys know, let me know, because I don't know how to play a song where it doesn't go to my microphone, so it has this echo. Do any of you know that? No, not so good. We'll figure it out. Let me think. You know what? Let's go without the music. It's okay. Remember what you believe to be true it's going to be true for you. If you believe that without the music, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. If you believe without the music, it's still going to work so perfectly, it will work perfectly. Okay, so this is the moment that you tap into that vibration. The vibration become the vibration match of you. Okay, so I want you to have that belief in your mind and close your eyes. Okay, so first, I want you to just relax your body and just breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And now keep your normal breathing in and out. I want you to feel this drifting energy within you. Just relaxation energy drifting all through your body. From the top of your head, all the way down to your eyes, your cheeks, your chin, your neck, your shoulder, relax your shoulder, your back, your abdomen, your belly, your thighs, your kneecaps, your calf, your feet, your toes, and just feel that your body is getting heavier and heavier and more relaxed. And now that you are so relaxed, I want you to go to a place where all your goals are met. And this is the life where you like it to be. You spend your days doing what you love, surrounding yourself with the people you love, and just look around and just notice, where are you right now? Is it on a stage that you are giving a speech to thousands of people and inspire them? Or are you on a coaching call with hundreds of your clients on the Zoom with you? Or are you dropping your kids to a private school? Or are you donating more money to the charities that you love and you believe in? Or the moment when you tell your kids that you're going to take them to go overseas and travel and see the beautiful, beautiful eyes and the beautiful smile and laugh on them. What is it? What do you want to achieve? What would you love to see? And really see it vividly, the color, the people, other people's reactions. Maybe they're thanking you because you made such an impact in their lives. And feel how you feel right now, knowing that you've already achieved everything that you want to achieve. You have the impact you want to have, the freedom you want to have, the money you want to have. Just feel the sensation in your body, the gratitude, the love, the joy, the passionate, the determination, the kindness, the generosity that you feel within you, because that is the real you. That is the you that is limitless, that I can achieve whatever you put your mind to. And just enjoy that. Just allow yourself to feel it. Because why not? It feels good. And tell yourself, I love feeling good. I love feeling good. And knowing that this is the feeling, this is the real you that you are going to live your day to day. This is the feeling that you're going to take with you today. This is the identity that you're going to take within today. And now, open your eyes when you're ready. How are you guys feeling? After this exercise? Empowered? Excited? Love that, Tammy. What else? Joyful? Grateful? Really good. I told you guys that I just joined a program. I just hired a mentor, and it is the biggest investment that I've made for my business and myself, and it's 5 figures. And I wanted to join her program at the end of last year. I wanted because I went into her energy. It was the same thing as you guys enter my energy. I signed up for one of her masterclass, like right now that I'm giving you guys. And my God, it was just so uplifting, so inspiring. And I was like, I can do whatever I want to. I'm limitless. I can do this. Everything is on its way. I wanted to join her program. I was like, man, this is really expensive. And I was hesitant. I had so much fear. And then last week, I think it was you guys like Saturday, and I attended the last day of her another one masterclass. It was a paid masterclass. And I was like, I really, really wanted to join her program. I really wanted to join her program. And I didn't allow myself. And I went to the library because I was like, it's stupid expensive. So I went to the library with my kids and my husband. And I looked at my kids and I felt so sad because I said to myself, if right now my kids and my husband told me that there is something that I want to do, but it's so scary, what would I do? I would just tell them, do it. We'll figure it out. But when it came to me, I didn't do that to myself. I didn't do that for myself. So I felt really, really sad. And then I told my husband about my feelings. And then he said, if you feel like this is really important for you, just do it. And I was like, okay, it's not that I need his permission, but I feel like I would love to have his support. And he's very supportive. And then when we came back home, I still was like not 100%. So what I did this visualization. In my visualization, it was a little bit different than this one, but essentially it's the same idea. In the visualization, I saw myself, my future self, coming from the future to me. It was so vivid. She was wearing this blue, beautiful dress. I think I wore it yesterday, and exactly the outfit that I wore yesterday. The pearl necklace and beautiful hair. And she walked towards me with like absolute confidence and kindness. And she put out her hand out to me. And I put my hand on her hand. And she held my hand. She said, it's going to be all right, Sarah. It's already done. You just need to believe it. And I cannot wait to see you here. And then at the end, she was even joking, like, I have to go. Sorry, I have a $1 million business to run. And then that was like, you know, I was like crying and laughing at the same time in the visualization. It was just so real. And right after that, I asked myself again this question. I asked it before as well. I said, if I know it is true, if I know without a shadow of doubt, I can achieve $1 million. If right now there is $1 million in my bank account, would I be hesitant to join her program? No. Then I need to be the vibrational match of that person. So right after that, I was like, okay, let's go. So I messaged them. I said, I'm joining in. I just need to save a duck. There was a duck in the pond near the library that earlier we saw and needed some help. So I went there to save him. And after that, I just paid the money. And that was vibrational match. That was my action to be the vibrational match of the $1 million Sarah. I go from there. I don't go from right now where I can see my bank account. There is no $1 million there yet. But I don't make decisions from here. I make decisions from the $1 million Sarah. And that is all successful people, what they do. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, they all do that. They don't say, oh, I'm broke, so what's the point? I don't do it. No, they see the future. They see the vision for themselves and they go from there. Okay, so, and then that's how you take aligned action. You know, a lot of people that saying, taking aligned action in their post, but what does that really mean? Means that you take aligned action that is aligned with the self that you want it to be, not aligned with who you are right now, but with the one that you want it to be, you are becoming. And you take actions from there. There is no stress. There is no worry. Have you seen me stressed out in this masterclass, even though that, you know, things might not working as I expect to be? I don't stress out because I know it's already done. I'm doing my best, but there's little challenges here and there. It's not going to alter my vision. It's not going to alter my direction because I know it's already done. I just need to be there. I just need to take aligned actions together. That's it. Any questions from you guys? No, Susan, didn't you say that you had a question at the beginning?
I did, but I forgot.
You forgot. Okay.
That's the
Sometimes,
problem with that when I don't. I was going to write it down and I didn't. It will come to me in a minute because we've been talking about all the other stuff, so my brain's filled with that. Yeah.
yeah. And sometimes it might, you know, already solved. Whatever that I said in this masterclass, maybe it's already solved. I don't know. You let me know. You can message me after that. So that is our the teaching for today. And next I'm going to talk about my program. If you feel like, you know, Sarah, I think all of those information are great and I'm okay, I can just go from there and it's okay. Feel free to hop off. But if you feel like I'm just like really curious what you're gonna offer, and then stay here because I think I have a really good one for you guys, for those of you who are interested in what I'm teaching here. Okay, so like I mentioned that I went into this material like last year again in a more intense degree. And I was just, my whole body was just vibrating. It's like shaking, literally shaking, just like, oh my God, I did this a decade ago and healed my eating disorders, my depression, my insomnia, my chronic constipation, and also my sexual abuse trauma as well without knowing it. I didn't know what I was doing at that time because I was just like doing it. I was just guided by the universe and doing the thing. And I didn't really go from a teacher's point of view. Oh, this is what you did, right? I didn't have that knowledge at that time. And then when I entered into my mentor's world last year, I was like, that's exactly what I did the last decade. And I was like, imagine unconsciously, I was applying all of them and I could achieve so many things. Oh, and money as well, 35,000 US dollars to come to New Zealand to study. Imagine what I can do now if I'm consciously applying it. And I just felt so excited. And I felt everybody need to know that. Everybody need to study this because everybody is limitless, but we don't know that. Most people, we don't know that. We don't believe that. We believe whatever we believed in the past, the paradigm, the pattern, the old thinking pattern. We think from the 3D world. We don't tap into the fourth dimension. We don't tap into the faith. We don't tap into the science of getting rich. And I was like, this information, everyone needs to know that. And that becomes and I become so passionate about it. Like it's not really working for me because I enjoy it so much. So it's not working, but I really just enjoy it. That's the taking aligned action, right? Because I am doing the thing that is a vibration match of the $1 million Sarah, who impacts so many people's lives. And while doing it, I'm enjoying it as well. So every single day, I'm enjoying it so much. So I actually, did some long hours and my body is telling me, you need to slow down right now. Like I have a little bit cold sore here, if you can see here. And I was like, okay, universe, I'm hearing you. So I booked a massage. On Tuesday. It was so interesting because I was like, oh, I feel like I really need a massage. And then I was talking to one friend on text and she said, oh, I did this massage so good. It's in Taradale where we live in the same suburb. I was like, man, universe, you really know what I want. Like I just said, I really want a massage. And then my friend sent me a message saying that, this is a great massage place. So I just like, okay, I'll take action right now. And so I booked that massage place. And this is also what I want to incorporate into my business. It doesn't have to be heavy and hustling and grinding. And that was what I was burning out at that time. I was just like doing without any inspiration, without any alignment with the bigger picture. And I just felt so heavy. And I was so scared of spending money as well. At that time, even after I hit my 15K, I was never considering hire a team, hire a VA, hire somebody to do, my technical stuff. I spent months after that, to figure out the system that, like the go high level. Basically is what you guys see my landing page, everything. I spent month of my time to figure that out because I didn't want to spend money on it. I was scared. I didn't have the mentality at that time that money is always come back to me. Now I do. I know every penny, every dollar that I spend is going to come back to me triple. So I hired a team. I hired my team when I was at camping with my family. I didn't do work at that time because I wanted to really have be present with my family. But the only thing I did was signing the contract and hiring my team, my VA, and also Jen, so Jen's team, and also Jen's husband doing all my funnels. It took him so little time to do my funnels. That took me like months. Imagine if I put that into do other work, like into really teaching other people this, imagine how much more impact I can have. And at that time, I also asked myself, if I believe that I'm a $1 million Sarah, would I still trying to figure out the system myself, or would I hire somebody? And that was the moment that I could choose either to be aligned with the future Sarah or be aligned with the old Sarah. The future Sarah said, of course, hire somebody doing it. The current Sarah at that time was like, no, it's too much money. Don't do that. The future Sarah, do it because you're gonna get the money back so much faster. So even it was very uncomfortable, I knew what I needed to do. And I hired them. It is the best decision. So good. So my program is that now it's a brand new program. So now I am combining all my knowledge in the last decade, what I learned, plus what my mentor is teaching. And she used to be the inner circle of Bob Proctor. So she used to study with Bob Proctor. So I am combining all of those and also my experience, my uniqueness, because I'm not her. I'm teaching it in my way. What works for me, what really resonates with me. And I teach it to the entrepreneurs and business owners to have more income, more impact, and more freedom without the hustling, without grinding, but with ease and flow through the material that I'm teaching. So that is my brand new program. And it is a 12 weeks program. And in the 12 weeks, you're going to get 2 calls with me every week. One call is a live teaching from me, by me, like now. And another one, which is an embodiment session, which I think is differentiate my program with majority of the program. Because like I mentioned, the most important thing is not the information. The information is very important, yes, but the most important thing, what is more important, is to put it in our body and move our body to do the thing. If we know all the knowledge and we don't do anything, we're not open to receive. We're not open to receive from the universe, the law of compensation. So you're going to get the embodiment call with me and you're going to get 24/7. I don't even know any other coaches offer this. 24/7 unlimited support by me. And you are going to get a lot of other resources like meditations, like book list. Yeah, so that's that. And right now, I don't know how long I'm going to offer this because I haven't got that information from the university yet. It hasn't come through to me yet. Right now, for my founding members, it is only $1,500 a month for 3 months. And if you pay in full, it's only $3,500. So you save $1,000 paying in full. And yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna offering that. I will let you guys know in the future, but right now is the information that I got. Do you guys have any question? Montana?
Nope, I just wanted to say thanks for everything.
Oh, you're so welcome, love. And it's so good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I have to say that's a really great deal because I've been around coaches that charge up to $50,000 for their programs. And so I was expecting it to be more, to be honest. So I'm in the high ticket space. So I guess my mindset is like, well, that's a really good deal. So yeah. Thank you so much for sharing everything that you have so far and for empowering us. And I think my biggest block is, not being able to get the funding to do that. And that's what I need my clients to do. And the people that are coming to me aren't willing to do that because I haven't taken that step yet. And that's a key step. It's just, I'm dealing with blocks, literal blocks around funding. Like I've literally gone in to get funding multiple times and you wouldn't believe some of the weird stuff that has happened to block me from that. So
Yeah.
that's probably my biggest block right now is stepping into finding that coach and, you know, investing. You know, I have with my certifications, I haven't not done that, but I've just made payments on things really slowly. And so it's like, you know, we have to show up the way we want our clients to show up. So we have to show up for, yeah, it's like they're, you know, law of reciprocation. So that's been my block. Do you have any suggestions around that? Like, and being able to open up the funding, and why am I being blocked? I mean, and where do you find it? You know, if like it's not a fit. Yeah.
It is
So,
such a great question, Tammy. The answer is very simple. You just have to do it yourself.
like organic marketing then? Is that what you're saying?
No. So you mentioned that you have these money blocks, right? Like other people
Just
say it's too
funding
expensive.
blocks, you know, funding. You know,
Fund
basically
blocks.
going in and getting a loan and, you know, hiring a coach or whatever, you know, taking that step. And I've, you know, it's something I ask my clients to do or people that want my program to do. And I've done it slower, like through payments on my certifications, but it's not something that I've been able to do myself because every time I go to do it, it gets blocked for some reason. So I'm willing
So
to, and I've done it before with the business where I've gotten my loan to pay, you know, for the business, but then, you know, but as in the online space, it's been completely different. It's like, okay, I'm going to meet with this person to get the loan, they stand me up, or I'm waiting to hear back from somebody. I know, and I can't find their Facebook anymore, or, you know, just random things. I'm like, why am I being blocked from this? So,
that is so interesting because I had that too, Tammy. I
okay,
had
I have
that
a
too.
feeling I had to ask about this because we have a very similar situation. You know, like I'm going through similar things where it's like I'm doing everything right. I just rebranded it. Everything looks great. I'm doing all the steps. I help women double and triple their income. I do all these things that but I'm not embodying it myself. It's like I'm helping other people embody what I could embody, but I'm not there. So
Yeah. This is what we're talking about. You are not a vibration match of the person who will attract the funding yet.
for sure.
So I, for sure, myself was the same because for me, was how I viewed money. In the past, I viewed money was like scare. I couldn't get money. Money is tight. Money is tight, right? Money is tight. And when I had that belief in me, money would be tight. The universe will tighten it up for me because universe always give you what you ask for. And you may say, no, you're mistaken because I asked for more money. No, I didn't ask for more money because I asked for what I feel, what I believe. If I believe money's tight, that's what I ask for, especially subconsciously. The universe give us all we want, all we ask for. But we need to know what we need to ask and then where the block is and to change it. So you need to change that fundamental belief that money is tight. There is a book I want to send to you guys here. It's called Money is God in Action. That changed my view of money. Like I was raising my vibration from money's tight to money always circulate to me. I'm going to find it for you guys. Do you guys want the link? There's an Audible, there's like free version on YouTube that I listened at that time, that my mentor, their team sent it to me. Do you guys want the link that I can send it here? Yeah? Okay. 1 second.
Yes.
Let's find it here right now. There you go.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'm still feeling that. I have a certification in removing money blocks. That's the irony of the whole thing. I help people remove money blocks and they do. They're like, hey, I doubled my income. Thanks. You know, I'm
That's
just
the
like,
thing, Tammy, that
oh my gosh, it's funny
we
though.
need to do the work ourselves first in order to attract the clients and the money.
For sure. Yeah. And I'm like, how much more work do I took the recertification. I recertified in this. because I'm like, I don't even know what's going on here. So it's, you know, I've done so much around that. So I'm just like, something's got to give.
That's the embodiment part, right? That's the
Yeah, it's
embodiment
like, all
part
right,
why
something's got to
this is
give
so
here because
important.
I teach this stuff and I hope other people break through from these blocks. And I have broke free from a lot of money blocks, but obviously I still have some more work to do. So
Well,
thank you for
right now you have a decision to make.
Yeah.
To jump into your vibrational match or stay where you're at right now.
Yeah, I'm not staying where I'm at. No, no more. Done. I'm moving forward. I'm tired of that. So thank you for pushing me forward.
You're welcome. So if you are interested to join my program, I'll send the link here. Because like I mentioned, that I don't know how much I would how long I would offer this
That's a
pricing
really good price. Yeah.
because
Oh, sorry, go on.
I have a
because it
question. How
is.
much is it again? It's Friday at the end of the day. I was always quite tired and I was drifting off. So I wanted to ask how much is this the link that will have it? Is that
Yeah,
it?
that's the link to pay for it. So the price for this is, I will share the screen with you guys. You can see it. This is eventually, when you type in your information, this will bring you to this page. Share my screen. So when you pay payment plan, Susan, it's $1,500 a month for 3 months. And then if you pay in full, it's $3,500. And
Okay.
so you save 1,000. Again, I don't know how long I'm gonna offering this. It hasn't come through me yet. But right now, for my founding members, I want to honor my founding members for having the faith, for trusting themselves. And that's why, like Tammy said, it's so cheap. So yeah, this is what you get for it.
Do you have like funding options for the states?
I think you can do PayPal. I can do via
I've
PayPal.
already tried that one.
What about the gym card? Is
I
it
don't
gym
remember.
card? No, the Prime card. The Prime
No
Visa
credit
card.
cards for me. I cannot do that. I've already tried that. I've tried all the options. Like people will go down the list. I'll be like, nope, tried that. Nope, tried that. So yeah, nope. That's what I'm saying. And then I've literally gone into like the bank, my bank, to get funding, and I've got a no. And then I actually just scheduled an appointment with funding for the states. But then when I went to go apply for it, I got blocked from even doing that, and it took me 2 months to even get on the call with these people, and then they've just completely disappeared. So I'm thinking it might have been a scam. So and then I just talked to someone last week, and I got to chase her down because I don't even know, I don't remember who it was. That she was supposed to reach out to me and give me information. And so this is the kind of stuff I deal with. I'm like, all right, apparently I wasn't supposed to work with that person. So,
Okay. I want you, Tammy, to visualize it, doing the job, doing the work that
Yep.
we did today. I want you to visualize that money comes to you today.
And I see money like coming from the sky and coming up to my doorway, and I visualize this, I teach this, and I embody that. And so I'm just curious of what my block might be if I do these things. I teach these things, I embody these things in my mind. And so I'm curious. I'm taking you to a whole nother level of questioning here.
I love
'Cause I'm
it.
like, I do this for I help people break through. In fact, I'm creating a group with similar pricing. It's a little less than this, but it's funny because if I want to be able to do this or invite other people to do this, I've got to do it myself, in this way, because I've done it in other ways, but just not in this way.
I mean,
So.
interesting you said certification. I spent $20,000 buying a partnership and a certification for a business advisor here. So 20,000 Australian dollars. So the US dollars, I think maybe it's about 12, maybe.
Okay. It's about what I've
And
spent
I
on
have
mine,
master degree.
or, you know, we're paying on. So,
Yeah. So I have master degree and I am a certified accountant, but I still didn't believe that I could be successful in teaching other people to run their business. That's why I didn't really open my business 3 years ago for that. So sometimes that one thing is that we teach other people, because I have all the knowledge to teach other people. But subconsciously, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that I could. There are so many people teach this material, like, you know, manifestation, money coach. You know how many money coaches, they don't have money? I'm not judging them from their circumstances because they can still, you know, it's the vibrational match. Maybe they don't have money right now, but they are going to be rich. For example, my coach, after I quit my job, he was one of the example. He didn't have money. He didn't have money at all. And he went to a coach. He said, I know I'm going to be the next Tony Robbins, but I don't have money right now. Can you coach me this? And that lady was coaching people to unblock things like here. And that lady said, no, because if you don't pay, you don't pay attention, which is fair enough because a lot of people do that because you have to, majority of the time, people invest money to invest in themselves. The money is actually more for the clients because the more they invest, the more they involved in this. So he's like, okay, fair enough. And then he went away and he found another coach who was willing to teach him for free because he didn't have money. And then he is now like multi-million-dollar millionaire. And the coach he asked to teach him for free, who refused it, came to his program to learn from him. So there are some like money coach there through my mentor because she talked with a lot of people, right? Especially the money space because she had like $20 million within 2 years. And she said she talked to a lot of money coach. They don't have money because they don't do the thing themselves. They teach it, they teach the material, but when it comes to them, they don't do it. For example, they teach other people, you need to invest in yourself and you need to do this. But when it comes to them, they don't do it. They don't invest in themselves. And of course, they will attract the people who don't invest in themselves because our outside world is a reflection of our inner world. If we have money blocks over and over again from other people, there's something inside of us that is telling them that information that makes them think it that way. They don't have money. I borrowed money from bank for my first coach. So it was like, I can't really say because it's public. It's just close, like just 5 figures. Let's say 5 figures in USD dollars. I didn't have money. I didn't quit my job at that time, but I didn't have the money. So I borrowed money from the bank, but I know that you're doing it. So you're already passing that. But a lot of people, they don't do it. They just look at their bank account and say, you know, I don't have the money, I can't invest it. They cannot see from the possibility, right? So I think, Tammy, listen to the book that I sent you. And right after that, do the visualization that money circulate to you effortlessly. And I'm going to check with you. How's it going? I think I do have another option. There's another funding company, and you pay a very, very small amount every single month. And I think you can, like, I'll look for that for you as well. Do you want me to look for that for you, Tammy? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Put it on your vision board. Like if any of you who are watching this or on the call, if you feel like you really want to do this, but the capacity right now is a issue, put it on your vision board that you want to do. I put it on my vision board to quit my job, full-time job, 2022 on my birthday. And I did it. I found a way to do it. That's the power of our mind. So any of you who are, oh, sorry, I forgot. Also, I want to honor some quick decision makers. So if you decide, if you really want to do this, like you feel like this is really resonating and you want to join, and if you join within the 24 hours after this, I will give you an additional one-on-one call with me to map out your plan for you and your business or whatever you want to achieve. And in my previous coaching, I charge $500 for 1 hour for my time. So this is for free because I want to honor people who make quick decisions, because I made quick decisions with my mentor, even though I was scared. And I believe I was the first one, if not, then one of the first ones. But I think I was the first one because they sent out the message that joining her program. And because it take boldness, it take courage, it takes really step into that version of me that was never existed, or it is there, but I didn't know it was there. So I want to honor that. I want to honor whoever of you decide to jump in within 24 hours. And then you get an additional 1 hour with me to map out your plan. And if you feel like you don't have the capacity right now, like I mentioned, put it on your vision board and then visualize it. The universe is going to give you what you want. And if I know I used to be that person, like wait until, even with this program, wait until I have money, wait until I earn this much money, wait until I got the resource, wait until this time is right. And by doing that, I was affirming my identity. I was affirming my vibration of the lower vibration that I wouldn't get what I want. Because if I can, why would I wait? Why would I put things off? So in the past, I always put things off most of the time. But now I know, no, I'm doing it. The universe loves speed. The universe loves speed. When I got a message of the massage, I booked the massage. Little thing like that. That define who we are. That define the vibration that we are operating with. And if you're committed to this, if you're like, yeah, I want to do this, I just need to figure out a way, I would highly, highly recommend you to make a decision right now, because there is a difference between committed with interested. Committed is that you will do whatever it takes to make it happen. Remember yesterday when I drew the triangle, and there are 2 questions. One question is, are you willing to do it? Meaning, are you willing to do whatever it takes to do it? So that is commitment. That is whoever is committed, and that is required to be successful. Another one is interested. Interested is like people always do things when it's convenient for them. When I got this, when I got that, and then they always put things off. So if you are committed, if you feel like this is the calling, if you feel like this resonates, so make decision today. And I highly encourage you to do that, because that will raise your vibration. Especially if you want to earn more money, you need to know how to spend money or invest money. And last, I want to share that I saw one interview with Will Smith, and he was talking about when he was jumping out of the airplane, he was so scared. It was like a lot of fear. But the moment when he jumped out of the airplane the only word, the only feeling he had was peace, just like peace. And it is so interesting. It is like exactly how I felt, especially when I invested myself the first ever like 10,000 coach, like a 5-figure coach. I was so scared before that. My bank didn't work. Like I couldn't transfer the money. I could see the money, I couldn't transfer it. I was on the phone call with the bank for 2 hours. That was how committed I was. 2 hours to sort that out. And then after that, I just felt so relieved. I was like, okay, now I can focus on the real thing. I can focus on learning and growing and, growing my business. So sometimes that's, if you have that fear, just want to share that story. But otherwise, if you want to, join me, I would love to work with you. Otherwise, stay with my energy, within my energy, because I am a woman. I affirm that. I am a woman who is always going to ascend, who is always going to grow and elevate. And imagine the people who are in my energy. What would that do for them? They will elevate as well. So stay tight within my energy. And I'm going to do masterclass here and there. Yeah, so that is all I want to share today. Oh, I see some messages here. Okay, tell me, it's have to put money behind things to be able to motivate to. Yeah, absolutely. I have interest in myself, but still attract people who won't pay me. So I am curious. I have invested in myself, but I still attract people who won't pay me. I want to like look even closer to that. Tammy, like how did you feel when you invest in yourself? How did you feel when you invest in yourself? You feel like, what if it doesn't work? After that coach, after the great coach, I invested into another coach. It was less, a little bit less, but still quite a lot, like high ticket space. Like I think the price that I'm giving you guys is actually low tickets or like the borderline. Anyway, and it didn't really give me the results that I wanted, the ROI that I wanted. But I told myself there was a reason why I did that. I didn't say to myself, or when I said to myself, oh, it's such a waste of money, I immediately said, no. No, you learn something from that. What is it? And then go from there. And was like, every investment I made did massive changes for me within me and my business. I just need to see it. And then when I think from that space, then I attract people from that space as well. Yeah, so try to help women remove bullets. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. How many one-on-one calls, including that bonus? All the calls would be group calls. The bonus is one-on-one. Do you help with business strategy too? Yes, I do. With selling and strategy and content creation, marketing, everything. I think it was a mix-up feeling. Yeah. So you need to be claiming that. You need to be 100% behind that. You know what? This is a greatest investment of all. And also you need to also be sure that my program is the greatest in the industry. That's what I tell myself every day. I provide the best service in the industry because I am. Because I am. If I am not, I'm figuring out a way. So I have to go. Oh, thank you, Montana. And I am truly considering this. I will be in touch soon. Okay. I will, empowered, hopeful, full of faith, but then scarcity as well. Yeah. This is the moment, Tammy, that you define yourself, who you are. Every decision we make, every action we take, or inaction we take, redefine who we are. What kind of business results in this group do people tend to get? I don't know. Surprise me. I don't know. This is my new program. So this is for the founding member, and I want to have like astounding testimonial after this. You are so welcome. All right. I will let you guys go. And thank you so much for the time. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be in touch. Thank you. I wish you guys have a great rest of the Friday and have a great weekend. I will talk to you guys soon. Oh, actually,